This particular bandsaw only requires a gearbox oil change once a year, or if it's been compromised, such as a bearing failure in the gearbox or a gear failure. So we're going to go ahead and remove the cover and use a turkey baster to get the oil out. This saw has made the welding table. It's made all the cuts on the welding table behind it, and plus numerous other cuts for the caster plates. It cut all those out. And I feel like it's got enough time on it, so we're going to go ahead and change the oil in it. And we're going to go back with a straight 140, which is kind of hard to find, but I'll show you what I'm going to use on it. We're going to go ahead and remove the cover. It may sound weird, but on Thanksgiving, when I think of turkey basters, I automatically think of changing gear oil. Yeah, that's got to be weird. But that's me. So what we're going to do, this is the day after Thanksgiving. So I bought a brand new turkey baster just for this case because I can't locate my old one. So we'll use the turkey baster method and try to get out this little gearbox. If it works out right, it should save us from making a big mess. By tilting it up, you can drain oil out of that gearbox, but if you're not careful, you'll make a mess on that motor. So let's open up the turkey baster and zoom in and see if we can get some good footage of how it's going to work out on evacuating that oil out of the gearbox. Oh, I see a lot of metal in there. A lot of bronze. I don't know how those golden streaks are going to shine, but or show up in the camera, but that's from that bronze gear. It pulls it up there really good. A lot of metal in it. And after I get the oil out of the gearbox, I'll clean it up the best I can with some rags, paper towels. Don't know if I'll use any brake clean. I may. Looks like it'll hold 30 milliliters or 1 ounce without getting it into the bulb. It's 1 ounce, what you see on the clear tube. Looks like quite a bit of gear wear, but it is very fine. I'm glad to see there's no large flakes in it. And most of them cuts was on the original blade, which is unusual because a lot of reviews, if you read it, they say the first thing you do is throw the original blade away. I didn't do it. I cut many cuts on that welding table. Installed a new blade much later. Maybe a fourth of the cuts were made with a new blade. But this brand here is the only straight 140 gear oil I could find. And I had to go on the internet to get it. Stay lube gear oil. It should be decent stuff, made by CRC. That's the name that's been around my entire life, associated with quality. The biggest reason I wanted to go to it was when I did my first inspection on that gearbox. You can see it's got that big brass or bronze alloy gear in there. This contains all the good stuff. Is the GL5, anti-wear and extreme pressure properties. Does protect against oxidation, rust, and corrosion of foaming. But I read online by some guys, and I'm not 100% sure on this, was that some of them seem to think that GL5 isn't that friendly to copper, brass, and bronze. This brand here specifically states not corrosive to copper, bronze, or other non-ferrous alloy bearings and bushings. So I really don't see how I can go wrong. In Harbor Freight, Central Machinery specifically mentions in their owner's manual replace the oil using 140 weight gear oil. Doesn't say anything about 80W140 or 90 or 85-140 or 80W90 or nothing like that. It says just 140 weight gear oil. It's hard to find, but I don't think you can go wrong using that. Okay, we took some paper towels and rags and got down there with a screwdriver, cleaned it up pretty good. We'll see if it shows up. There was a small pocket of oil just laying in that bottom corner. You can still see traces of it, but all in all, not bad. And wiped off the sides of the walls too. For the gallon jugs, I'm not sure where I got this, but it's real handy. It'll thread right onto it. And then the typical end will screw onto a quart container. It threads on the end of it. I think it only holds between 4 and 5 ounces. And on this style of gearbox, the owner's manual wants you to just fill it up where it doesn't run over. Looks good. And in general, it just makes you feel better knowing you got good fresh oil in there. Okay, we should be good to go. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like it, hit that old like button. And I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. And have a good one.